This is the Scrap Metal Commodities Recycling and Economic Report by Benlee and Raleigh Goldsboro Recycling, July 24, 2017. Last week, commodity prices were mixed and economic reports were somewhat positive. U.S. steel production rose to the highest level in about 4 months and is now above the level of the past 2 years. Oil fell about $1 to $45.60 a barrel on good demand and good overall supply, as there are reports that OPEC is flooding the market and U.S. shale producers hit a new record output. The oil rig count fell 1 to 764, one of the first weekly drops in years as oil prices have come down. OPEC is still working hard to get prices up, but they're having a tough time of it. The U.S. dollar has fallen against other currencies due to concerns about non-action in Washington, D.C. on healthcare and taxes. When the U.S. dollar falls, commodities traded in U.S. dollars usually rises. Also, a lower dollar helps increase U.S. exports. Iron ore rose a major $3.50 a metric ton to $69, which will continue to put upward pressure on finished steel prices as global demand slowly increases. Scrap ferrous prices remain steady. With the global economy doing well, U.S. steel production a bit better, U.S. finished steel inventories low, and scrap export demand good, scrap prices could be steady to slightly up next month. Hot dip galvanized steel remains steady after a major rise last month to $897.50 a ton. Higher iron ore, a weaker dollar, and higher scrap pricing is putting upward pressure on prices. Copper rose 3 cents to $2.72 on a weakening dollar as prices are approaching their multi-year high. Prices are up a penny this morning to $2.73. The 5-year chart shows copper prices remain near their multi-year high. And copper inventories were steady, but remain near a high for the year and double of about a year ago, which is putting downward pressure on prices. Aluminum fell about a penny to 85.6 cents, but remains near its multi-year high on continued solid worldwide demand from automotive and construction markets. Aluminum inventories fell to a new about 9-year low on this good demand, keeping upward pressure on prices. Nucor Steel released second quarter earnings that were 33% higher than last year on higher sales and higher operating rates. Earnings were also helped by their increased productivity from their DRI operations. DRI, direct reduced iron, is a scrap metal substitute made from iron ore. Nucor is able to buy less scrap metal due to their DRI operations, which helps keep scrap metal prices lower. They also reported that the steel industry continues to be hurt by imports, which they reported rose 15% in the first half and are estimated at 27% of the U.S. market. Steel Dynamics reported a good 8.4% earnings increase, and they too reported being hurt by imports of foreign steel and sales being hurt by historically low inventory levels, which could bring future strong profits and higher prices. The Architectural Billing Index, ABI, is a future indicator of construction. June's ABI finished at 54.2, up 2.2 points in May, so over 50 for 5 months in a row. Over 50 means expansion, meaning great news for the economy. U.S. housing starts jumped 8.3% to an annually adjusted 1.21 million units, the strongest in 4 months. This was 2.5 times what it was at the low point in 2009, but it's still half of what it was in 1972, 45 years ago, when it was 2.5 million. So there remains great upside. Wall Street hit new highs during the week, but became nervous Friday when GE released earnings that had sales and profits tumble. With safety always being a key to our operations, we wanted to remind our audience of 2 safety additions to our standard product line that you can order at our cost. First, a large electrocution warning sign with a clear look-up message. It mounts at the outside controls with a simple bracket that we provide. Too many operators hit power lines. Second is a flashing strobe light that faces forward and flashes in the driver's rear and side view mirrors when the hoist is up. Too many operators have hit bridges. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.